it's John from Habitat again. Hey, we're on another video to show you how to cope. It's one of the easiest things to do, but hard to understand until you see it done. So I'm here with our good volunteer carpenter, Don, and he's going to show us the trick to coping. So when you cope a corner, you could put two, or build a corner with trim, you could put two corners together.
Which I'm doing now. Two 45 cuts, but you can see how sloppy it looks. Often the walls aren't perfectly plumb and there's mortar in the way and so on. So this is kind of the less professional way to do it, is to make two 45-degree angles. Hard to make it look good.
So what we're going to do next, and then also when you cope, you can run your first board with flat cuts from corner to corner. So you don't have to do a corner cut on the first board. So Don's already pre-cut the board that doesn't go on this wall.
So I'll show you. You can measure wall to wall all the way around the room actually. So if I do this long one here, wall to wall, I'm at 98 7/8. So I write that down. 98 7/8 wall to wall. And then my other piece here, wall to trim, 13 7/16. So it's easy to measure all the pieces in a room. And then I like to go counterclockwise because I'm right-handed, and as you see when we cope the joint, we'll put a solid piece in this way, and we'll cut a 45 on our second piece, and then we'll cope out all that raw material there that's not stained. And it'll make a perfect joint.
I noticed when he did the 45 on this one, it's the reverse of what. So you're just going to cut right along the stain line, and that'll be your cope. So we'll go to the saw and we'll cope it out. We'll be right back to you.
Okay, so here's our two pieces. Our long piece that's square on both ends, we don't have to worry about. Here's the piece that's going to meet in the corner. We cut our 45-degree angle. Now we have to cope out all that raw material. This is a coping saw. It has a very thin blade that you can make curves with. So if I'm cutting back on just a little bit of an angle so that I have a thin edge I can rasp if I need to make a perfect fit to the other board. There, I'm through. And I can see I want to take my rasp and even kind of straighten that a tiny bit. I'm rasping the edge. Make it nice and straight.
Okay, we're back. So we started with something that looked like this, where the 45 was cut, and then we turned it into something that looks like this. So now we got this curve here that will fit up against this board nicely when it's in a corner. And so that's what Don's doing right now. He's got the long board put on, wall to wall, and they're just flat cuts. You don't have to do any 45s in that first board. This goes all the way across. And then here's the cope piece.
Oh, John, that looks pretty good. I'm going to give it a little tap here to tighten it up. And there it goes in. And you can see it's a nice tight fit. Even if the wood shrinks or swells a little bit, it should stay good looking for quite a while.
All right, now you know how to cope. Hey, we'll see you at the restores. And a coping saw, if you don't have one, go to Home Depot. They've got all the tools you need there. They're a big supporter of Habitat. See you next time.